You know, when people say, like, you have to be healed enough to accept the abundance, like, when you get that big windfall of money, you need to be healed enough to be able to, like, sit on it and accept it and know you're worthy of it. And every time I heard that before this last weekend, I would be like, wait, what are you talking about? Like, if I win the lottery or like I scale my business to the point where I don't need to really worry about money anymore, I'm not going to have any problem accepting that. Like, that's going to be the easiest thing I've ever done in my life, to be able to accept that abundance. But they were onto something when they said that, because this last weekend, the crash out that I had is absolutely, like, came out of left field, threw me for an absolute loop. I never thought that I would be this person that literally can't accept it, can't accept abundance, and is operating on like old stories and allowing those old stories to keep me, actually block me from receiving the abundance that's in my life. And y'all are going to see me go from this to that because I recorded that yesterday. So anyway, consider that your little intro. But let's just settle in, because I got a lot to tell you about the experience where I completely crashed out. So let's fast forward a little bit, because if I didn't give you background, you wouldn't fully understand how to conceptualize this. So I was in a really like what's the word? How can I be diplomatic? Because I know people are watching me and saving this and sending this to each other. So I got to be diplomatic, strategic about the way that I say this, which sucks. I'm going to be fully upfront with you for the remainder of this video, but I have to be sensitive to certain people that watch and circulate my videos. So basically, I was in a relationship that was really unfulfilling. And then after that relationship, I was with friends that didn't have my best interests, that were really toxic, and I healed out of that. Okay, I healed out of an unfulfilling relationship. I healed out of then a really narcissistic relationship and really like hater energy around me. And I went through a healing journey process. Okay, once you get out of that healing journey, the healing doesn't last forever. Okay, once you get out of the healing journey, now you get to stand on business 10 toes down and make different choices. And you get to create and build a life for yourself, and you get to have an experience. You get to step into the new archetype of who you are because of your healing. If you have been on a healing journey and you've had to burn down old systems, you've had to cut people off, okay, that didn't deserve to watch your glow up, didn't deserve to be there for your glow up. Now you get to go have a full-on experience. Now you get to go have an amazing experience with your new archetype of person. What's going to happen is you're going to get everything you wanted. Okay, so what I wanted was a fulfilling relationship. The minute I cut off that narcissist and I went home alone and I just like worked on myself and I went through hermit mode and I started to realize, whoa, my friends have evil eye. My friends want me to be drunk like them 24/7 and distracting. I'm going to like cut these people off and be alone, because I'd rather be alone than be around low vibe people that bring me down. And I went through a period of being alone. I met my divine counterpart, bro. Like divine union, like soulmate, divine masculine, okay? Got married, got my dream life, okay? Got my dream relationship. He's my best friend. We laugh like little kids. Like, we have so much fun together. He is my best friend, counterpart, ride or die, thick as thieves. Even if we're wrong, we have each other's back, okay? Got that dream relationship. Then looked around and started to realize, like, I have no friends because my friends were toxic. Re-energized, revisited, reaffirmed an old friendship that I've had since I was 8. The most real friendship of my life. She's known me since I was 8. Our families grew up together. We became close again. I've reconnected with a lot of old friends that were like this, that like have my best interest at heart. And when I started to like be around haters and people that were really toxic, because I was in that low station in life, I was in like a transitionary period. And so I was hanging out with friends that like didn't speak to my better angels, didn't motivate me to be better. They were just easy friends. I lost a lot of the good ones, okay? I'm starting to reestablish friendships with the good ones. So now I have the social group that I've always wanted. It's a safe social group. It's people around me that have my back, right? It's people around me that are truly happy for me, that are my ride or dies, that don't have evil eye, that aren't orchestrating weird movement behind the scenes, passive aggressive scenes to hurt me and see me fail, which is how my friendships were before this, okay? So really good social group. Now we're talking about career here. I was working a 9 to 5 as a teacher. I loved it. It was very rewarding, but I had no freedom. I was a slave to the corporation, okay? My husband and I sat down together and we said, look, we're the dream team. We know we are. We found each other. We found love. It's such an energetic, high frequency. And listen, this sounds all really, really like, oh, look at me. Like, my life's so great. Okay, I get that. But it's not that I didn't work for it. It's not that it didn't come at a price. It did. I had to heal. I had to do introspective shadow work. I still have to do it, which is the point of this video. Okay, so I'm not saying my life is perfect. I'm saying that when you heal, your dream life comes in. And I'm trying to show you this. It can happen for everyone. If you're at a state where you're looking at me and you're going, well, isn't she bragging? Like, good for her. I'm so glad her life is great. Check yourself. You're jealous because it's in your future and you deserve it too, and it's on your trajectory. Your future self is reminding you that, hey girl, this is for you too. Your jealousy should direct you to what your life could be looking at like and situated like, okay? So if you're hating on me and thinking that I'm on a pedestal right now, check yourself. That means it's for you too, okay? So anyway, my husband and I sat down. We said, let's do some business ideas. There was a business idea that I had an experience with, and it felt like playing. It was so fun, and it made me feel like a kid again. And I told him, let's start this business for fun. Let's see how it hits. Like, we had other business ventures in mind too that we were pursuing, but we were like, let's try this business venture. And it popped off by the grace of God. It popped off and grew and is still growing really strong. And so we were both able to quit our 9 to 5 jobs, and now we do this full time. We work together, we play together, we get to travel our beloved state of California. We freaking love California. California is the best. We get to have a business in California. We get to travel all over California doing this business, okay? I get to see my best friend of 40 years almost monthly because we get to go up there and travel and work, and I get to see her, okay? So like, it's amazing. It's freaking amazing. And it all is on the other side of your healing. But what happened when this business started to take off was leading me back to full circle, the point of this video, okay? All of a sudden now this business was easily becoming successful. It is easily growing. Opportunities are just dropping out of the sky. I'm not asking for these opportunities. I mean, I'm assuming that we're going to grow. I'm assuming that the opportunities are going to come to me, okay? And they are. They are coming fast. They are coming easily. They are coming steadily. And the money's coming in. The freedom's here. And you will sabotage the amazing things that happen to you if you are not regulating your nervous system. It is like I always say, your freedom and everything that you could want, once you start to like bring in the life of your choosing, once you get rid of the old archetype of person and you cut the people off and you now are benefiting from your healing, meaning you're getting everything that you want, your old patterns of your nervous system, the tried and true neural pathways, are going to start to rebel and flare up and be like, wait, no, scarcity, lack, fear. And you'll start to like fear about things that haven't even come to fruition. Like last weekend, I had a full-on crash out about what if we can't pay our bills? What if this business doesn't do well? What if? Even though there are no signs in our current reality that those things are going to happen. There are no signs that the business is slowing down. There are no signs that we're not going to be able to pay our bills. In fact, the evidence of the 3 is on the contrary. It is showing us that we are going to get everything we want. We are going to keep growing. It's just the sky's the limit. We are going to be able to pay all of our bills. We are going to be able to expand. And yet, my nervous system, the old neural pathways, are literally trying to get me to go back to scarcity and lack, to go back to fear, to go back to the old matrixy way of surviving. And so you're, even in your success and even as you're manifesting and calling in everything you could want, your number one job is to regulate your nervous system. Like, the healing journey is over. You have healed the inner child. You have stepped into the abundance mentality and you've looked at your limiting beliefs and you've replaced them and you've healed. But it is still a moment-to-moment process, even when you're calling in your dream life, of you regulating your nervous system and reminding yourself who the fuck you are, reminding yourself that we don't live in lack anymore. We don't live in fear. We live in abundance. We live in joy. We live in dreaming and creating. And you have to remind your nervous system constantly, moment to moment, that no, this is the new archetype, this is the new character, and we're never going back to that dusty, unhealed energy.